Hello and welcome. Tom here from Checkpoint Brown, and we're back at the Botanical Labs. Could not say that then. This is part 5. Let's see what happens.
I don't know you. Whatever you're looking for, it
Hey,
ain't here. Move along.
are you sure? It's your problem.
Armed strangers wandering into my camp for one. Some of my camp wandering out for another.
You obviously.
You want to try standing outside in the heat, keeping your sights open for the next marauder raid? No, I'm sorry. That was unworthy of me. Lady named Zoe went missing some nights ago. Just up and vanished without a trace. Now I'm pacing around wondering if marauders got to her.
I've got that.
Thank the Eternal. Wait, Marauder Camp. Is she alright?
You mean in the head or?
Zoe's family. Chiding her is our purview, not yours. If you could bring her home, I'd be obliged. And if you could cross off some marauders on the way, I'd be much obliged.
Where can I find Adelaide?
Over in the hothouse, tending crop.
Okay. Got questions
I'll tell you
about
what
Zoe?
I can.
How well do you know her?
Well, enough to know we never got on. Zoe and Stefan were close. If anybody knows the workings of her mind, he does.
You seem so personable. Can't imagine how you didn't get on with her.
She was lazy and thoughtless, but she's still one of our own.
Right, let's change the
What
subject.
is it?
All right. We should really go get Zoe, but we're not going to. We're going to go talk to Adelaide. Because why would you do anything different? I've just been playing Skyrim where X is the action button.
If you're hungry, there's meat turning on the spit outside. If you're bearing illness, find a place to lay your head down and I'll fetch you a poultice.
Thank
Whatever
you.
your troubles with Edgewater, leave them at the gates and be welcomed here. Any questions, dear?
You must be Adelaide.
I have been called that, among other things. Green Thumb, grandmother, the strange old lady who keeps flowers. But yes, Adelaide will do just fine.
Excuse me, Miss McDevitt? Sorry, it's just... You got such pretty trees in here.
Why, thank you. You're Robert's girl, aren't you? I remember when you were but a sprout. Thomas speaks of you often. Are you staying long? You should try some of my tobaccorn tea. I brew it in an old spittoon, but it's been cleaned.
Beautiful. Reed sent me to make peace with you.
Reed Thompson? You here on behalf of that cold-eyed reptile? Let's hear it. What's Reed's idea of peace, then?
You live enough pile that belongs to the town. Come back to the cemetery in that spot. To the cannery cemetery. Reed asked me to come. He's willing to make amends.
Make amends? Spare me. Only thing Reed knows how to make is a mess. Like everything else that comes out of Edgewater, that peace offering is canned. I and my own are living just fine out here by ourselves.
Reed asked me to divert power over to him. He mentioned a geothermal plant.
He would do such a thing. The question is, why would you agree to his plans?
Because I know no different. Your camp has a power regulator. I need to repair my ship.
Cannery's got a regulator. You want ship parts, you ought to rip them out of the cannery's guts and leave us be. If you're going down to the plant, you should divert power away from Edgewater and toward our end of the grid. Think about it. You'd be liberating an entire town from a lifetime of service to that odious cannery. Seems the sort of thing a hero would do.
Oh, playing on my sense of nobility. What have you got against the
You've
town?
seen that miserable excuse for a town with your own
It's
lands.
pretty awful.
Hollowed out workers laboring their lives away at the cannery, living off whatever scrap Spacer's Choice throws them. You know that's true, don't you, Ms. Holcomb?
She's
Your
got a
father
point.
died of overwork. His heart gave out.
He was tired all the time, sure, but he was old, ma'am, and he raised me all by his lonesome.
Look what they did to this child. Lost her family to the company, and still she defends them.
I don't much like you throwing that in her face to get on my side. We're job against people trying to make a living.
It's not much of a living. Every single person in that town has sold themselves to Spacer's Choice. The company owns them. Body, blood, and bones. You've been there. You've seen it. All anyone ever does is toil over a cannery. They give their lives for some heartless corporation, and then they're tossed into a Spacer's Choice brand cemetery.
Let's say I help you. What happens to Edgewater?
Life in Edgewater grinds to a halt. The cannery shuts down, workers desert in droves, and our own little camp grows and thrives.
You think Reed's just trying to spite you?
You bring power to Reed's town and you'll be killing us. Reed knows it. He's counting on it.
I'll consider it.
I trust you will listen to your conscience.
We're gonna do it. Power's coming their way. I mean, one, she just seems like a nice old lady, doesn't she? Two, Reed seems like a jackass. Stop raising my gun.
You hungry? We got canid ribs, canid flank, canid snout too. Something I can help you with?
I'm told one of your numbers gone missing.
You mean Zoe? Yeah, we were pretty close. Not like her to go loping off.
What happened on the day Zoe disappeared?
Zoe and I were gonna watch the serials, as is our custom. She never turned up. I looked around, but she was nowhere to be found. You sound like some type of corporate fixer asking all these questions.
Yeah, you got it about right. Tell me a little about Zoe.
Zoe was always obsessed with this serial. Masked Marketeer. A scion of Byzantium turns to banditry and teaches his marauder companions the wisdom of free market economics. Shame she up and vanished when she did. I had a surprise lined up for her.
What was that about surprising Zoe?
The other day I got my hands on a genuine copy of the latest Masked Marketeer. I was gonna surprise Zoe with it, but she was gone the next day.
Was she acting strange before she disappeared?
Can't say I recall Zoe ever acting strange. Well, except for her habit of writing things down on scraps of paper. She called it journaling, but I think it's just plain odd.
Any chance you'd lend me that copy?
Not much of a chance, no. Mind if I ask why you're interested?
Zoe's living with marauders nearby. I need something to tempt her back to camp.
Zoe's living with marauders? Yeah, that sounds like the sort of sideways, sprat-brained plan Zoe'd come up with. Yeah, could be you're telling the truth. Or maybe you're trying to wheedle me into relinquishing my only copy of the Masked Marketeer. It's a collector's edition after all.
That's exactly what I'm doing. Look at my face. Do I look like I give a damn about your show?
Yeah, you're probably right. A true fan would have displayed a gleam in their eye upon hearing the words collector's edition. Here you go. Latest copy of the Masked Marketeer. Tell Zoe we're all waiting on her.
What are you selling?
Fresh off the limb, and that includes canid meat.
Fiver. Special revolver, eh? Okay. You won't sell me ammo. Oh no, it's stealing.
Got it. Heads down.
Ooh. Didn't mean to do that. Okay. Let's have a little explore.
If you're hungry, keep your wits about you, friend.
Stop pulling your gun on people. Just a deserter.
Oh, that's Thomas. He used to follow me around before he left the cannery.
What, one of these guys? No, they're just deserters. Just a deserter. Yeah, something tells me that's going to hurt if I try and pick that up before I turn off the power. Oh, Jesus Christ, I meant to sprint. Okay, I've made my mind up. You probably guessed it, but there's no way I'm taking out this settlement. Oh. And a good day to you. I love how easy it is to get away with stealing. Oh, there's Thomas.
Oh, didn't see you there. I was, well, I was just occupying myself with a little engineering.
Of course you were.
Whoa, Miss Parvati. Hey, you're, what, how are you? Hi, hello.
Are you, are things safe out here? How are you keeping?
Oh,
Great,
she's in
just
love.
great. I've been trying to keep stuff running, just like you. Only I'm not so... Wait, they didn't kick you out, did they?
Oh gosh, no, I'm just along with this fella here.
Are you from town? I mean, you don't exactly look like you're from town.
Passing through. I'll take that as a compliment.
Well, what I meant was you're reasonably well armed and don't look stricken with plague. Sorry, I just wasn't sure if you were from town or if you were one of us. Something's been chewing at me, you see. Fact is, I've been, well, lying. To everybody here. Camp thinks I'm a mechanical genius, but I couldn't fix a busted chair.
Good to know. It's never too late to start learning. I'll give you a couple of
I'll
pointers.
take all the help I can get. I set my mind to learning the craft of the engineer, you see. I want to make something of myself. You ever heard of the Young Spacer's Guide to Mechanical Engineering? Comes in a set of 3. If I had my hands on one of those data pads, I could teach myself the ins and outs.
I bet.
Those are good. My dad kept a copy with him when he was working in the cannery.
I know the old community center kept a copy. Should find another one back in town. If you could find me even one of those pads, I'd be greatly obliged.
Today's your lucky day.
No kidding. Really? Well, which one?
I found it in the community center.
Look at that. Building a computing machine out of Spectrum potatoes, a primer. I'm just glad it survived all these years. I appreciate you going through all that trouble. In fact, I put aside something special, on the off chance that somebody'd search out those data pads for me.
I'll let you know if I find any others.
Sure, I'd be glad to take them off your hands.
I want to ask you
What's
something.
on your mind?
How long have you lived here?
Couple months. This camp's my home. People you see milling about, they're my family. At least I think of them that way. I owe them my life. Would have died in the wilderness if they hadn't chanced upon me, starving and delirious.
What are you doing out here in the wilderness?
We all left the cannery for one reason or another. Me? I was let go, mostly on account of my incompetence. I mean, I was incompetent. I couldn't even survive on my own. Grace found me, Adelaide took me in, I've been on my feet ever since.
You
Good.
weren't incompetent. You just didn't fit the cannery. Not like here. This place had a U-shaped hole, and now it doesn't.
You could stay, you know. Here. I'd be happy to... I mean, we could really use... oh, this isn't coming out right. If you want, Adelaide would make a place for you.
I think she'll be coming with me.
Something you need?
I noticed you mentioned your dad a lot, but about
That's
your
on
mother.
account of how I never met her.
You mean she's dead?
I don't rightly know. She was in another division of the Spacer's Choice family. She worked in the Vale a few months, sorting the cannery computers. Her contract said any kids she had, expected or not, belonged to her office from the time of conception. So when I was born, I got sent here.
That's inhuman.
It's sensible. Dad just fixed machines. She did some kind of crazy math, high-level stuff. Better to raise me on his time than hers.
Thomas seemed very fond of you.
He's just interested in fixing stuff. He always used to follow me around, asking me to explain what I was doing. Like a puppy, kinda.
I've not lately or crush.
I'm just glad he's alive. That he's okay. I mean, when Mr. Thompson said he was fired, we all expected the worst. If he wants to learn about engineering, we should help him get those data pads he wants. I'd like to do that for him. You mean about the mission being too clean?
Is it supposed to be clean? It's a church.
I know, but Vicker says the universe is a machine, that it runs by law. Real machines have gunked up oil, scratches, and worn bits. You can tell they've seen handling, been used by folk. The machine Vicker sees is one ain't never been run. It's not for people to live in. It's something on a museum shelf, under glass.
You're a mechanic. Whenever you see a machine, it's in need of fixing.
Fixing the universe is a job for somebody way better than the likes of me.
Hey, don't put yourself down. In the bar, you asked if I was a drinker.
Sorry. I know, it's none of my business.
I'm going to guess you're not a drinker yourself.
Strong drink makes me sick. And it makes me real sad. I start thinking about things I oughtn't, and then... Well, never mind that. You got better things to think on. Sorry.
If you ever want to talk about it, I'm happy to
I'm
listen.
sorry, I shouldn't have said anything.
Why aren't you allowed in more in the story
There
anymore?
was a kind of a thing with a vending machine when I was 12.
Did you steal it from him or something?
Not intentionally. I've always been good with my hands, right? So I saw a lock on the machine and thought, oh, this must be how they refill it. But I had to know. So I did my thing, and next thing I know, there's a couple hundred bottles of 0G rolling out the front door and into the road.
I'm just gonna
It's not
chuckle.
funny. Right about then, a bunch of loaders came rolling in the gate, fresh off the Saltuna ships. And Mr. Thompson was up on the porch making a speech about how everyone would have to volunteer a third shift to get it all canned. Anyhow, you ever seen an auto loader run over a bottle of 0G?
Go on.
Exploded all over Mr. Thompson. One bottle after another as the loaders went by. I was just shy of working age, so Dad had to pay all the damages. Moreau's still angry at me. I can laugh about it now, but I just about puked up my guts in terror in the moment. That's the one time I ever made Mr. Thompson look a fool.
Right, let's get back to it. So, I thought I'd show you all some of these. Well, that was a kill. There's definitely some more around. Oh.
Incoming! Nice one!
Jeez.
That's smart!
Uh-oh. Seems to like poison me or something. Okay. Them guys are fun. Floor tutorial. During your adventure, things may happen to your character that can trigger a flaw. A flaw offer. The flaw is optional, but doing so provides you with a perk. The choice is yours. Right. Permanent concussion. Having been hit in the head one too many times, your mental faculties have been permanently affected. -1 mind attributes. For 1 perk point. I will take it. Okay, what perk point do I want? I've actually got 2 available. Strider 25% walk speed and Sprinter 20% sprint speed. 5 armor rating. So I think I want walk speed and 20% better vendor prices. It's going to make shopping at a vendor much more affordable. Now I did take -1 mind. Does it put anything below 20? No, it has not. So what did I say? I wanted to get up to 23. -3 for permanent concussion. Oh, I thought it was just -1. Wow. Why have I got it twice on that? I don't know. But we're going to get the lowest of these up to 30. And I'm thinking I might stick another 6 in it to get... So it's actually the lowest denominator is 30. Okay. So I don't think they're going to be worth it in the long run next time. What's in cave number 1, please? So I didn't mean to shoot that's quite so many times as I did. Maglock. And it costs 2.
Nice.
Ooh. Return it to the vicar. Oh, it was his little quest that he gave me. Why was that glitching out? Oh well. I like Moonhead. Hello, Moonhead. Alright, bollocks to it. We're doing this place.
Here we go. He's got him.
Unexpected. Searching for unauthorized aliens.
Oh. Whoa.
We're not getting through.
So... Oh my god. That's because I ran backwards. I don't even remember the last time I saved. Okay, luckily last time I saved was just here.
I've always wanted to poke around in here. All together.
Unexpected. Visitors required for adjacent project.
Oh, where did you come from? There's obviously a safer way in. Oh, right here.
Everyone all right?
Okay, good to know. So last time, when I killed myself, it was for absolutely no reason. There's lots of dead bodies around though. Can I turn these off? No? So many dead things. This place is the site of an absolute massacre. Why are the scientists carrying ammo? Not that I'm not saying scientists don't have a right to defend themselves or anything. But it just seems unusual that they're carrying so much ammo. That's all I'm saying.
Here we go! Look at us! Nice one!
Okay. So, I have a feeling, because it told me about, in the quick tip at the side, I don't know if you saw it a minute ago, it told me about some enemies being susceptible to certain types of damage. So, I'm thinking, you know, just possibly some are better against this damage. But just in case they're not, I'm gonna... Why won't it let me equip it? Let me equip that one. Also won't let me unequip that. Is it just glitching out? No, look, no option to unequip. Oh, is it because I've got it in my hand? Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Okay. So we're going to unequip that. Right, let's see what happens, shall we? Moonhead. Moonhead. From the planet to your living room. Geothermal plant. Raising your inspiration. Unlock special traits for your companions. Distract and destroy. Temporary bonus from your skills and consumables. And wearing armor. I do like the fact that the negatives and positives
should be ahead somewhere and a touch to the right.
only affect your passive abilities.
Here we go!
this seems to be doing
That's the last of them.
absolutely no damage. No damage whatsoever. So, oh, will let me unequip it? Right. Oh. Hello. Unlock office door. Return to root. Message. Turn on notifications. Displeasure towards your management. Oh. What? Okay, Spacer's choice are dicks. Oh, there's one of them battle droids. Damn you. Three picks, let's do it. And I got one of them 3 picks back. Where did that robot disappear off to?
Right.
There we go. Not even a scratch.
That was easy done, wasn't it? I feel like I don't utilise that enough. Like, that is so powerful. There's not as many enemies in here as I thought there was going to be. Okay, I think that's the terminal to divert the powers. Unlock door. Oh, I need a passcode. Cool. Didn't unlock the door I was expecting it to unlock.
Everyone all right?
I mean, was it just me or did that just turn neutral? Do I not have to fight these? Am I just fighting them? Ooh, another silencer for another gun.
Process.
Here they come!
Okay. They definitely shoot you.
I was too strong! Hit it with something else!
That's good to know.
Nice one! Knock it through!
Oh wow, you do a lot more damage when you hit weak spots, don't you? I'm so worried about pressing anything. In case it's the thing that diverts power. Don't know if I'm ready to make that choice yet.
You're not real. You're not real.
Where was that from? I'm real.
Get away!
Hey Higgins, where are you? You down there?
Mind the steam. You're liable to get scalded. Okay, keep it quiet.
I mean, it's less about keeping quiet and more about getting past the steam.
Halt.
Here we go!
Ooh.
We're not getting through! Try something else! That's the last of them!
Okay. Cool. No more steam.
Processing data. Performing an area sweep.
Incoming!
Whoa.
Down they go!
Okay. These robots really went mental, didn't they? Properly did one on these scientists and plant workers. Hmm. This door's still locked. Note to self. Don't jump off shit.
Self, it's not the best choice. It's
Oh,
the
it's Jeremy.
spacer's choice.
This is odd. Why aren't you attacking me?
Hostile actions towards Spacer's Choice mechanics are contrary to logical directive. Conclusion: all hostile automechanicals must be defective in compliance with Spacer's Choice policy. All defective automechanicals must be permanently dismantled. Please allow me to assist.
Let's get it straight. You want to help me destroy other mechanicals?
Affirmative. Mechanicide protocols loaded. Awaiting
Mechanicide.
confirmation.
Confirmation granted. Jeremy's now following me around as well. Splat. Alright, I need to stop using that gun. It's energy, that's light. That's definitely heavy. Oh well. It's also heavy. Stick that in because it uses energy. Oh, I killed them. Look, I still can't open that door. Okay, let's back out to the wide world. I'm guessing the pocket watch is just junk. More stuff to sell. Oh, nice, he's got no head. That's how you get ahead in life. I've already read that one. Guessing I've already been in here. Okay, I think I'm gonna have to like floor by floor this place. In fact, I didn't keep going down, did I?
Once we do this, there's no going back.
Yeah, okay, so that's where I need to choose who I'm diverting the power to. But I actually need to get in there first. Okay. Okay, I either missed that guy or I haven't been here. Gonna assume I haven't been here. Okay, I have been up here though. Tell Jeremy. Yeah.
You're not real. You're not real.
I'm real, actually. Okay. So I think in here is where I want to be.
Go away, Phantom.
I am the Phantom.
No, no, no. Just leave me alone.
Where are you? Where there?
You're not real. You're not real. Get away from me.
Calm down, I'm not trying to hurt you.
You can talk? The Phantom's never talked before. Ugh, I knew I shouldn't have eaten that sprat raw. See? See, Higgins? This is why you must always boil your sprats before ingesting.
Yep. You're not imagining me.
Of course. Do excuse me. I experience brief flashes of mania during which I am visited by the phantoms of my imagination. Chester D. Higgins. The D stands for definitely not insane. I use it as a reminder.
What is it you do here?
Oh, Higgins has been many things over the years. Sprat Wrangler, Saltuna Critic, Aetherwave Personality, Chairman of the Board, Galactic Defender, Sisty Pig Tycoon. I've come a long way for someone who started off as a simple engineer right here in this plant.
You were an engineer?
I specialized in automechanicals, drones, sentries, repaired them, maintained, upgraded, did it all from my old workroom just over in the next section.
If you worked in these mechanicals, you must know a way to stop them.
Look, I don't want to fall into any trouble with the mechanicals. If they wise up to our plans, they will come for us. With prodding irons.
I could deal with the mechanicals.
You know, you remind me of myself back when I was an intergalactic adventurer. I discovered a flaw. Their hostility levels were hardwired to maximum. There's no changing that, but you could rewrite their targeting protocol so they attack each other instead.
Cool. Someone tampered with it?
Yes, that's exactly it. I see you're also versed in the noble art of mechanical engineering. There's a behavior control terminal in the other room. It should have options to change how the mechanicals act, including whom they shoot at. Oh, that reminds me. You'll need my passcode to access the behavior control terminal. Here, let me just write it down for you.
Any idea where I can find a logic module?
Funny thing, I was working on a logic module just before the mayhem started. Security chief found me and confiscated the logic module. The tail. Definitely start with the tail. If you're feeling adventurous, the ears are a particular delicacy.
It wasn't about eating them.
Jimmy'd opened the vending machines. That lasted a good couple of months. Eventually, I had to resort to more unconventional means of filling my insides.
This place has been abandoned for a while. What happened?
Mechanicals lost their bolts. Opened fire on anything that moved. It was pandemonium.
And you weren't killed?
I was on cleaning duty at the time. My old boss had me scrubbing pipes when the killing started. So, as usual, I missed out.
You mentioned being an engineer.
I specialized in automechanicals, drones, sentries. Repaired them, maintained, upgraded. Did it all from my old workroom just over in the next section. Oh, before. Definitely before. Sisty Pig Tycoonery was the apex of my long and storied career.
Cool. Alright. Did that give me a new mission? No. No, no new mission. But I mean, what's the point of having a toilet with nothing in it? I'm so gonna need these locks. Okay, that's activated. Okay, picked up all that shit. How did I miss these? Alright, I'm gonna come back and figure this out in the next episode. Hopefully you've enjoyed this part of the Let's Play. If you have, make sure you hit that thumbs up. Also subscribe to my channel if you're new here, and hit that bell notification. I do post content 5 days a week, so you can watch my videos Monday through to Friday. I'm actually doing a 7-day run on this at the moment, so this will be episode 5, possibly 6, not entirely sure now, but it's been going for a while. Anyway, thank you very much guys, hopefully you've enjoyed. Ta-ta.